everyone, hope everyone is well and safe. So today I would like to talk about a subject and ask your attention about it. A subject that maybe most of the people are not aware, and actually it was a post from a colleague on Instagram about findings that caught my attention. When we come across beautiful objects out of nowhere, made of stone or made of gold, as humans we have the temptation, of course, to grab them and see what it is. And this happens all over the world, and UAE is not different. UAE is starting to be known not just for the tallest buildings and the largest shoppings, but and mostly because of the wonderful winter this country has. The slogan, "The world's coolest winter," says it all. But it's starting to be known also because of its fantastic natural environment, especially for sports like hiking or camping in the desert. The mountains are absolutely amazing, and hiking, for example, became very famous. But why I am talking about this? Although I work as a tour guide in this country, but I am an archaeologist, and it's like an archaeologist that I am talking with you today. Many archaeological places in this country are located in the foothills of the mountains, for example. But what I will talk about, it applies the same if you are in the middle of the desert, okay? For many people, finding an artifact or an archaeological site is a big dream. Well, it is for us too. And sometimes someone else, even if by accident, is so lucky and finds this archaeological place. When archaeologists find material or a site, they know very well what to do and how to act within the ethical and legally established guidelines of the countries. But if you are not an archaeologist and have found an artifact or a site, you know what to do? Let me answer, no, you don't. The most common mistake that everyone makes, unfortunately, when seeing an archaeological object is to run to get it out of wherever it is. Perhaps it is on the surface of the ground, inside the trench recently dug by a machine, or perhaps partially buried somewhere. It is obvious that we will want to take this artifact and look in detail to try to understand what it is, how it was made, how old it is, etc. But this attempt to satisfy our curiosity ends up only hindering the search for this information. After all, for archaeologists to answer these questions, it is absolutely necessary that the artifact is still in the same place where it was found. The exact location of objects is one of the most important information to know their age, for example. But what if it's just a small pebble of no apparent importance? Everything in an archaeological site is important to archaeologists. Everything, and believe me, I am not exaggerating. Even that small, ugly pebble next to the beautiful artifacts can be an object of great importance. Many people look at fragments of polished axes, arrowheads, or even shards of prehistoric ceramic containers and think that it's just a stone. Likewise, there are a lot of people out there collecting beautiful pebbles or different and thinking they are archaeological artifacts. Therefore, if you find something, you should not touch it. Take a picture, for example, of the artifact and the place where you found him and call the experts and the authorities. They are the ones with expertise to analyze the site and the objects. That is, never remove the artifacts from the place where you found them. You will be helping archaeology, the history of the place and the study of the history of the country much more than taking the object home or to a museum. For example, you can find a prehistoric axe blade in one location, alone, and several meters away actually you have the archaeological site. But just experts know how to read this information. Many people might think it's just a simple stone in the woods, for example. Artifacts removed from the environment where they were found will destroy the reading of the place, and it is information forever lost. With all this said, enjoy your hikings, enjoy your rides in the desert, and from now on, you know what to do. We all love Indiana Jones, but we cannot all be one, right? Come to the Emirates. You will find the greatest winter in the world with so many different activities to do. Stay well, stay safe. See you soon.